Let's be honest. Most of us aren't being chased by wild animals or surviving in the wilderness anymore, but our minds still act like we are. In today's fast-paced, always connected world, overthinking has quietly become one of the most common mental traps. It's not loud like a panic attack. It doesn't always scream like depression, but it drains you, bit by bit. We replay things we said. We worry about the future. We get stuck in mental loops that don't actually solve anything. And it's exhausting. Studies show that nearly 3 out of 4 adults regularly feel overwhelmed by overthinking. On average, people spend almost half their waking hours lost in thought, often circling the same topics. And those who overthink consistently, they show much higher levels of stress hormones like cortisol. This isn't just a bad habit, it's a pattern. But the good news is, it's also changeable. Let's start with what's actually happening in your brain. Your brain's not broken. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do: protect you. Thousands of years ago, scanning for danger helped us survive. Now, those same mental alarms get triggered by emails, uncertainty, or awkward conversations. Overthinking shows up in 2 main ways. First, there's rumination, that endless replay of something you said or did. You question yourself, you regret. Your mind keeps circling the same scene. Then there's worry, that forward-looking fear that something bad might happen. You try to plan, control, and prepare for every possible outcome. But most of the time, you're just stuck in fear. This kind of thinking comes at a cost. It tires you out. It makes decisions harder. It messes with your memory. It keeps you from being present in your relationships. And over time, it even affects your body. Your sleep, digestion, and immune system can all take a hit. So, what can we do about it? Let's talk about techniques that actually work. One of the most powerful tools is learning to observe your thoughts without getting caught in them. It's called cognitive diffusion. Imagine sitting by a stream. Each thought that comes into your mind is placed on a leaf and gently carried away by the water. You don't fight the thought. You don't chase it. You just let it pass. This simple mental exercise can help you detach from the noise inside your head. Another helpful practice is to name your mental patterns. When a thought pops up, like, "I'm going to mess this up," you can say to yourself, there's my "I always mess up" story again. Labeling your thought doesn't make it go away, but it helps you stop believing everything it tells you. If your thoughts are overwhelming throughout the day, try setting a specific time for worry. Choose a 15-minute window each day to sit and worry, on purpose. Anytime a worry shows up outside that time, you tell yourself, "I'll save this for later." Most of the time, you won't even care about it when the worry window rolls around. You can also interrupt overthinking by grounding yourself in your senses. Name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This pulls you back into the present moment, especially when your mind is spiraling. Another powerful trick is cold exposure. Grab an ice cube and hold it for 30 seconds. It sounds weird, but it activates a reflex in your body that calms your nervous system fast. Now let's talk about long-term change. This is about building a mind that doesn't spiral so easily in the first place. Start with a 21-day challenge to rewire your habits. Each morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. It teaches your brain to focus on what's working instead of what's missing. In the middle of your day, take 3 minutes to breathe. Just sit. Feel your body. Let the stress melt off for a moment. At night, try a body scan. Lie down and slowly move your attention from your toes to your head. Notice where you're holding tension and allow it to release. When negative thoughts come up, use a thought record. Write down the situation, your automatic thought, the evidence for and against it, and then write a more balanced version. For example, if someone didn't text you back and you think they're mad at you, challenge that thought. Maybe they're just busy. Maybe they've done this before. A balanced thought might be, no reply doesn't always mean something's wrong. Also ask yourself, what's the actual chance my worst fear will happen? What's the most likely outcome? What would I do if it did happen? You'll realize most fears are more manageable than they feel. Don't forget the basics. Sleep well. Your brain needs rest to process emotions. Eat in a way that supports stable energy, less sugar, more whole foods. And reduce digital clutter. Constant notifications and endless scrolling feed anxiety. Make time to unplug. You can also look into acceptance and commitment therapy. Instead of trying to get rid of thoughts, ACT, which is also called acceptance and commitment therapy, teaches you to live well with them. Clarify your values, notice your inner stories, and keep taking action in the direction that matters most to you. And if your overthinking is interfering with sleep, work, relationships, or daily functioning, talk to a therapist. That's not failure. That's strength. In the end, overcoming overthinking isn't about erasing thoughts. It's about changing your relationship to them. Every time you notice you're spiraling and you pause, that's progress. Every time you choose presence over panic, you're changing your brain. Your thoughts are like clouds. They come and go. But the sky behind them, the awareness that notices, that's who you are. That's where your power is.